Okay. Hello, my beautiful tribe. Hello, and welcome to the July webinar. I'm going to turn this down so I can see the chat. Okay, just so I can see the chat. In case if anybody have any questions, I have my notes here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start sharing. So it's going to be okay. So we're going to share the screen here. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's feeling well and doing amazing. Okay. Okay. So, hello, everyone. Hello, beautiful evening, and happy July 1st. Happy July 1st. This is going to be a spiritual but monthly forecast for July the 25th. July 2025. So, again, we're still in the year of nine. Super excited about this year. A lot is going on this year, and I'm sure you guys are feeling it. Like, chat below if you are feeling it. I am feeling it. It's a lot going on. I literally just had like a whole crying spurt all day Sunday in the car. It was a beautiful crying spurt because it just felt so much connectedness to source and things of that sort. So it's been a beautiful year. I can't believe we're already halfway through the year. We're already halfway through the year, and I'm looking very, very forward to the other half of the year. So in this live today, welcome. If you're new here, thank you for joining. Don't forget to hit the like button. Okay, hold on. Let's move too fast. Hold on one second. Okay. Oh, oh no. What did I do? Oh Lord. What did I do? Hold on, y'all. Let me fix it. I do not know how to hit the back button on this thing. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, there we go. So, what we're going to be covering today is this spirituality, what spiritual information you need for the month of July. We're going to be talking about the full moon today, spiritual court information, financially, what to expect in this month of July. So, I'm so super excited about all of this. And also, divine love. A lot of you are actually in pre union stage for divine love. Okay, so hopefully, I don't double click this again. Now, for the month of July, I need you to understand what was delayed will now be delivered. A lot of you are about your energy is about to shift. You about to come out of that moment of feeling like you was stuck or that moment of feeling like there was an in-between energy. Okay. What was stolen from you is now going to be returned. But this is only for those who have completed the courtroom of inner authority. So if you went through your spiritual court dealings, you closed out a lot of your contracts, cases, situation, things of that sort. In that Kasha realm, souls are revealing a reversal and rebalancing of contracts this month, particularly around love, legacy, wealth, and mission. Okay, soul timelines are collapsing that were running on outdated spiritual codes, mimicries, agreements, and trauma aligned visions. Okay, so all of that is collapsing at this time, which you can see that's going on around us. So you're going to see a lot of things happen probably in the next half a year where a lot of people that was running on outdated systems, outdated codes, outdated spiritual energy, especially mimic agreements as well too. All of that is going to be collapsing. Okay. This month is of divine intervention and judgment. Your soul is being placed under review not as punishment, but to be positioned properly. And that's what a lot of us was going through. We was feeling a lot of like oh, like what is going on? What is going on? I don't see this coming. I don't feel this coming. Well, now you're ready to really feel it. And I hope you're ready. Okay. So we got spiritual updates here. So spiritual updates is this is what's going to be expected for the month of July. The return to divine order is happening this month. So a lot of you may feel like you want to rest because there is a holy reset that's happening. Many are spiritually gifted, but disorganized. Okay. There is a lot of disorganization in the spiritual community and religious community. And all of that is getting realigned there. Okay. So there are many people that are spiritually gifted, but they're disorganizing, holding power, but not permission, emotions, but not direction. So you're going to see a lot of readers, you're going to start to see this in them. You're going to see a lot of them, they have the spiritual gift, but they don't have the permission. They have the emotions, but they're not clear in their direction. And so, what we're being guided to do as leaders is to step into our leadership role in regards to educating ourselves, properly training ourselves, and properly helping and anchoring down a solid foundation. Okay, people may have power, they may have their spiritual gifts, but they're operating out of not having permission to give the collective messages or give the collective certain readings, things of that sort, services, things of that. Okay. And so this is coming out of emotions, but not directions. When your spiritual gifts come on and they start to awaken, you need to get anchored in on your direction on what to do with those gifts. You need to make sure you have authority and permission in regards to how to direct those actual gifts. So focus areas for this month is going to be spiritual discipline over scattered rituals. We are no longer going to be operating the energy of just doing anything and trying anything. Oh, let's try this, let's try that. No, you need to really get solid and hone down this month on what is truly for you and what is not for you. Okay. Some of you may do nature. You may like meditating in nature. Get a ritual in tune with that. Some of you like meditating in the bath, or your shower. Get into a ritual or routine of that. You have to return to a daily devotion. And so this could even be like, okay, I'm going to get up. For me, my daily devotion is getting up, saying my protection stroll, saying Psalms 23, getting up and going about my day. I know sometimes we like to jump up, jump on our phone, things of that sort, but we need to get more into our feminine energy side to balance out our masculine because we're running so much in the day on our masculine side. Okay. So we can't just be this month. It cannot, and I'm telling you right now, you cannot be in random consumption. You cannot just be consuming certain things, and you cannot be scattered all over the place. We need strong discipline at this time, strong spiritual discipline at this time. Okay. So it's really important that you get yourself on a routine, get yourself into something here that's going to work for you. If you need help with that, let me know. Run with your element signs. Run with the element sign of your moon, your rising, your sun, your Venus. Run with that. Mine is in fire and earth. So I go outside every day to ground. I love to burn my candles and I love to write. Okay. I have a little air in my chart as well, too. So you have to run with what your elements are in your chart. Okay. The next one is closing mimic pathways. Stop following teachers or influence who echo truth, but they don't embody it. Stop following teachers or influence who echo the truth, but they don't embody it. If someone is out here saying they're an influencer, someone saying a teacher, and they can't tell you what their daily routine is, they can't tell you what they use, the resources and the things that they use in the routine that they're into, that is not somebody here that you quite don't want to like keep listening to, because what's happening is these people are under mimic contracts and they're mimicking what everybody else is doing, and they just jump online. They don't really have nothing substance going on behind the scenes. So that is great to close out in the month of July, and real true leadership is great to rise, okay, for the month of July. The next one is ancestral healing and obedience. Revisit incomplete soul work. Okay. So this is going to be really great to visit around your womb work, your bloodline, and unkept spiritual promises. So what this is saying here is that I need you for the month of July to make sure that you are clearing out the bloodline work that you need to clear out, clearing out any energy out of your womb work. For the last 2 weeks, I've been doing a lot of sacral chakra work. So a lot of nauseous, you may be experiencing nauseous, headache, throat energy, like maybe you're having sore throats or things are going on with your throat, but you're not sick. All of that is getting recalibrated, maybe even in your heart and your solar plexus. All of those chakras are getting recalibrated because of the incomplete soul work that we've been doing in the past. If you've been doing incomplete soul work, so now it's like the angels are coming in and they're kind of like forcing this to be cleansed out. So I want you to sit down this month of July and really say, okay, what issues do my bloodline have at this time? What issues do my bloodline have at this time? How can I heal my wound? Because your wound needs to be cleared and cleansed for you to go into this next season. Excuse me. Okay. And then also, what unkept spiritual promises have you been promising, but you have not been doing? So, one could be clean your altar this month. Okay. I mean, I clean my altar probably like every 2 weeks. As much as the cloth, my white cloth get dirty, I'm cleaning it off and stuff like that. So you may want to work on your altar as well too. Cleanse your altar, refreshen up your altar, make sure that it's the right energy on your altar, or just create something small, a prayer. If you don't want to do an ancestor altar, you could do a prayer area as well too. It's totally up to you. The next thing is ask yourself, what spiritual instructions have I delayed obeying? What spiritual instructions have I delayed obeying? For me, it's rest. Okay. My spirit team keep telling me to rest, rest, rest. And I am on a 3-day fast. Today's July the 1st. I always fast the first 3 days of the month. Okay. So I did a fast today. I barely ate anything yet. And to be honest with you, I just had a little bit of fruit like grapes and cherries, and that's been enough like on my stomach. And I don't even feel hungry. Okay, so please make sure that you are getting in your fast and your prayer in as well. Okay. Ask yourself what spiritual instructions, what have you been delaying or disobeying when it comes to spiritual instructions? Where have you not been listening to what spirit's been telling you to do? It could be around your finances, it could be around your routine, things of that sort. Okay, again, and the next thing is fast or detox. This could be physically or digitally. Okay, they want you in this month of July to quiet the noise and receive the strolls. Quiet the noise and receive the strolls. I know I want to do a stroll class in the future. I just got to see if that's something that y'all would be receptive to because it's very advanced. Um, I want to offer it before I offer it in the actual next year classes because the next year classes it will be an advanced portion. It'll be in the spiritual authorities section tier of next year. So yeah, I do want to get that out. Okay. So the next portion is going to be okay. So the full moon in Capricorn. Yay! I hope you're excited because I am excited and I plan to take full advantage of this energy in Capricorn full moon on July the 10th. It is a buck moon. I'm so super excited. I love, love, love any energy in Capricorn. When Capricorn season or Capricorn moon comes, I'm super excited about that energy. Okay. So full moon in Capricorn is July the 10th. I think that's like next week or so. Okay. So this is the momentum of culmination in areas tied to your ambition, structure, and long-term goals. Capricorn is an earth sign energy. And again, it's all about that stability. It's all about the finances. It's a 10th house energy. So this is career. This is about you being going after things that are you are passionate and driven about. That's that 10th house. So what you can do up until the Capricorn full moon comes in is really hone in on your 10th house. Like, I mean, get your North Node in 10th house down packed. Mine is in Taurus and I have a Leo North Node. Okay, so get it down packed. So of course I'm a natural hierophant teacher leader, and then I have a Leo North Node Sun fun. If it's not fun for me, I don't feel in alignment with it. If I feel like I gotta talk too not talk too much, but be strategic too much, and it's just not flowing and fun for me, I feel out of alignment with it. Okay. So I always go with my North Node, which is that sun energy. Okay. But anyway, the Capricorn and full moon is the buck moon. It's also known as rooted. Oh, I'm sorry. It's also known as the buck moon is rooted in a seasonal tradition, which is the male deer. Okay, this is the male deer being regrowing antlers in July. It's sometimes called the berry or the corn moon as well too. So this is where things may have died or cut off that are going to regrow. This is where things may come back around that maybe you forgot. Maybe you was like, oh, I want to start that podcast. I want to start this book. I want to start this show. I want to start my platform. I want to start this business, and you just kind of let it set to the side. This is a perfect time to restructure those things and prepare yourself to really activate those things when the Lionsgate portal come. Okay. So I'm so super excited about this moon, super excited. Okay. And it's going to be right after I do the divine love class. So from wounds to divine love class is July the 7th. And that's going to like get you really your mind structured and what to do in regards to building your wealth and structuring yourself out for the next like, cycle of your, season. And this is like a 7 to 10 year cycle that we're going into, a new one. Okay. The focus areas is one, career achievement. So emphasize on ambition, responsibility, and public recognition. A lot of you could be increasing in your public recognition. Like I said, a lot of you may feel very ambitious as well too. This is a perfect time to assess your goals, release what is not working, and celebrate your accomplishment. We often forget to celebrate what we accomplish. And that's something that I tend on doing for the next 3 months. It's just taking a little bit of time out and celebrating myself. Okay. It's not really anything publicly, but just celebrating myself and my internal growth. Okay. Celebrate where you came from and where you are now, what you healed from, and how your mind is shifting, your emotions are shifting. You could celebrate your own self as well too. So I plan on doing that. The next thing is going to be emotional tone. Although Capricorn is a reserved and pragmatic energy, okay, very calm, very chill, it opposes Cancers, highlighting a polarity between professional responsibilities and personal emotions. So again, I can't listen. I cannot stress to you guys enough. Please, 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 please do your work around this season, okay, of Capricorn. This Capricorn moon, do your work, because Capricorn and Cancer are sister signs, and the energy is just, and then we already starting to awaken into the portal energy and the vault energy of the Lionsgate portal. That's already starting to kind of come in as well too, in such a magnetizing energy for manifestation right now. I promise you will not be disappointed if you do this work. Okay. All right. So again, it opposes Cancer. We're in Cancer season, and it's a Capricorn moon. It goes perfect two together. Okay. And Cancer is an energy of very like creative, very relaxed. Cancer is a sign that's all about attracting what it is that you want and not chasing after what you want. Okay. So this is all about you attracting in when it comes to your 10th house. Okay, so it opposes Cancer, highlighting the polarity between professional responsibilities and personal emotion. It invites balancing the inner needs with the external duties. I absolutely love it. Okay, I absolutely love it. So let's see. The next one is spiritual court updates. Okay, so we're going to move on to spiritual court updates. Let's see here. So there are a few things in regards to what's going on in spiritual court. The one is scroll of compensations are being issued. Okay, so I'm not the only scroll writer. Okay, I'm sure there's other scroll writers in the entire world. Okay, there are energies where collectively people are writing scrolls in regards to compensation. Basically, where your energy was stolen and you're being repaid for it, where ancestral energy was stolen from your ancestor and is being repaid. Okay, there's a scroll of compensation that's being issued, and that is what everybody is seeing with the wealth transfer, all of that stuff like that that's going on. So in the scroll of compensation, they're being issued for people who were in broken love contracts you stayed faithful to. Okay, you were in contracts that you stayed faithful, you stayed loyal to, but they were not contracts that you were supposed to be in. There's compensation going on for that. Financial seeds that were sown without harvest. You planted certain seeds in certain situations or projects, but you did not see a return on it. Betrayals that became initiations. People who went through hard betrayals as their initiation process is also going to be compensated. Okay, spirit-led obedience that was mocked or misunderstood. So if you were spiritually led to be obedient by spirit, but you was mocked or misunderstood by it, that's also getting carried out as well too. So these are all of the people who were under these certain things, or went through these certain things. They're being compensated for this. Okay, the next one is going to be judgments are being finalized on karmic partnerships, soul family ties, and false spiritual teachers. And I talked about this in the beginning. You're going to see a lot of people fall, losing things, going places, things just shifting and changing over the next, probably all the way up until Libra season. Okay, all the way up until Libra season, you're going to see a lot of karmics who did not elevate, the ones who did not awaken, the ones that did not heal, the ones that did not step into their spiritual authority. Okay, this could be family, karmic partner lovers, and false spiritual teachers. Okay, I'm already seeing effects of this, and I'm sure y'all can as well too. The next one is going to be past life debt that has been paid in full. Okay, so if you paid off your past life debt, and you can get a past life reading from me or contract scan from me to see if this debt is actually paid off. But if this was paid off and paid in full, you are good to go. Okay, but there is judgment that's going to be casted on it if you did not. If you still have past like contracts or relationships or certain situations open that you need to close out, please get this done before August. Okay, preferably before the 10th. Okay, the next one is going to be leadership roles that must now be elevated. Okay, leadership roles that now must be elevated. These are people who were called into leadership, but they have not rise yet. Their grade to finally be elevated. They're being called to step into their authority. I know I have. They've been on hounding my back about stepping into certain things and stuff, and it's been quite scary to do because I've been doing tarot now for 7 years, and that is how I keep my business afloat with tarot readings and things of that sort and my platforms and stuff. But to fully step out of that and go into more of leadership and teaching is kind of scary, because not everybody wants to sign up for a class or do this or do that, so it's just, or they want to actually be a spiritualist or a high priestess, so it's just kind of scary to kind of like step into, but I'm trusting in where we're being guided to full heartedly. And they've never steered me wrong before. So that's what I'm going to do, and I advise you to do the same. Get some advisement on that as well, too. The next one is going to be new royal assignments are being sealed for those who have completed their obedience trials. They closed out mimic loops and counterfeit unions, Ashe. Okay. Balance their inner feminine and masculine alignment. Ashe, that's what I've been working on. I've been trying to work on that. Okay. So I'm in a routine right now to balance that out. Have repented, renounced, and returned to divine order. Now, what that means is that if you feel like you have done something that wasn't in integrity or that wasn't in alignment with your spirit or your soul blueprint, you do have to repent for it. I don't care what it is. Or I don't care what it was. If you put somebody in a freezer, you better repent for it. You better get yourself, your soul, and your spirit into a place of alignment, salvation, and deliverance and freedom at this time. Okay, that is very, very big right there. And it's just not to be played with at this time. It's time for us to return to divine order. We're going back to our first timeline. And so, Spirit is bringing in a time where there will be no separation, only balance and alignment. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of people step up or fall off. Okay. The next one, we're going to talk about financial stewardship here. Okay. I also want to mention that the theme for July is also going to be a lot of realignment of soul contracts. So again, you're going to expect a lot of closures with people, platforms, paths that no longer carry divine permission. They will fall away quickly. Like, I mean, quickly like that. Okay. Soul companions will begin to reappear, to reconnect, especially those that tie to mission and sacred land. So you're great to pop up with your counterpart. You're great to pop up with the people who you're supposed to be building this sacred land with, this sacred mission with. Okay. So don't be shocked if you just start seeing certain relationships fall off or certain things just sit by the wayside. Okay. There's also a royal oil activation that's happened. Those who were hidden, they will now be crowned. Okay. I've seen mine. Hopefully, you guys have been seeing in yours. Please tap in. You're going to feel this overwhelming sensation behind your crown, maybe even on the left side of your body. You're going to feel the overwhelming sensation in your crown, your back, your heart, which is your upper heart chakra in the back. So, those who you just pay attention to that activation that's coming in. Your voice, your story, your pain are all becoming sacred offerings now. Between July 7th and 14th is the window for stroll release, court rulings, and divine compensations. So between that, July the 7th and the 14th, really work on getting your writings out, your petitions out, really what it is that you really want to be in alignment for. Okay. Wealth and love restitution energy is being handed out. So please look for unexpected deposits, paybacks, reconciliations, or divine proposals. Okay, suddenly in the language of the heavens this month, but it requires full surrender. Okay, this month requires full surrender again to reunions or reconciliations with your divine counterpart. I'm not talking about a karmic, I'm talking about somebody who you're supposed to be divinely with. Paybacks, deposits of monies, and sudden divine proposals. Now we can get into the financial part. So the financial part, our overall theme for this month is going to be stewardship that brings overflow. Ashe. Stewardship that brings overflow. I need you guys, if you can, to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Heaven is releasing strolls of wealth this month, but only into the vessels that are in order, not just in desire. So again, we are not chasing nothing. We are not in the desire. I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm thirsty to be a millionaire, or I'm thirsty to be this super wealthy person. I'm thirsty. No, we're not. I want peace. I want divine land. I want what is divinely meant for me, in order, not anything other than that. And I'm really truly understanding the difference between when the devil gives you fast money and fast results and fast things versus when God gives you something that's patience, that's rooted and seated, that's anchored in something that's going to grow and flourish. So we are in alignment right now for order, not desire, not lusting after things, not fast action after things. I know we get tired, we get weary, we want to, we worry sometimes, is our family going to be okay financially and stability wise and things of that sort. That's where our faith comes in stronger at. So just remember that you want things in order and not in desire or lust. Okay. So your focus areas that spirit want us to work on this month is tighten up the leaks. So if you got subscriptions that you don't need to be paying for, cancel the subscriptions. Okay, spending on mimic mentorship and emotional shopping. So if you're spending on mimic mentorship, meaning that you're going after things that are not in alignment with your soul. If you don't know what mimic energy is, mimic is a copying energy or going after something that's of the ego, but not of your higher self or your soul. So are you listening to your higher self? Is this an alignment to your higher self? Or is this just something that it just looks good for the moment and that's what you're like following after? A lot of people do things like, for instance, like I like Tyler, he's an example. It could be a big reader. Like, you could be like, okay, I don't see what the big deal is, why they have so, it's just because they have a lot of mimic people that want to follow them and mimic what it is that they're doing. I don't know if that was the best example. I'm trying to get an example of a mimic energy. I guess you could say like Beyonce would be another one. Beyonce would probably be another one, a celebrity or something. They change their hairstyle up and then everybody's now wearing that hairstyle, something like that. It's just people follow certain things and it's not in alignment with their higher self. They don't even know, like, again, like I like Tyler, but when you listen to his messages and stuff like that, you are causing yourself to be into a portal of interference. There's a lot of interferences energetically in his messages, and they're not for elevation, they're not for transformation, they're not for healing, they're not for awakening. And so you want to make sure that the reason that they're pushing us to this is because there are certain people that have a lot of coded sounds are coded in their actual throat chakra that's meant to awaken you, to heal you, and uplift you, and things of that sort. So that's why they're getting like cracking down on us about that. And then emotional shopping, okay, which is a big one for me. All right. For me, it could be for you as well too. The emotional shopping is also what they want us to tighten up on. Please watch this. Do not buy things just because it feel good. Really think about the things that you're buying, if you need it or you don't need it. Okay, ask yourself, is this a need or a want this month? Okay, the second one is going to be revisit your financial agreements with God. Okay, clap, 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 clap. Revisit your financial agreements with God. Are you tithing, sowing, or managing well? Okay, so I need you to work on agreements that you have with the Most High God this month. God, I'm going to give 20% of my earnings to this. I'm going to give my services and my energy, because it don't have to always be money. It could be your energy as well too, to this certain situation. I'm going to sow here. I'm going to work on managing my finances here. I just bought me a new calendar. I put it up on my wall so I could keep track of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it financially and stuff like that. So I'm not all over the place. Okay. I have a book as well too. So I got a book and a dry erase calendar. Okay. So make sure that you're focusing on and implementing financial management this month. Okay. The next one is use your voice for wealth. July favors communication, product launches, and group teaching. Okay. So, which is why they've been guiding me. Again, I'm taking a huge leap by doing classes and stuff, because I'm just like, I don't know. Classes is just like, who's going to sign up? I don't know. So it's just like, it's a very shaky, finicky feeling, you know. um, but you are being guided. If you are a leader, if you are in my Serpent of Fire Sisterhood group, you are being guided to start working on your group teachings. Okay, start working on creating your group. In the Serpent of Fire group, all of my ladies, they're leaders. I want them to be leaders. I want them to be amazing spiritual leaders as well too. So their focus is around them stepping into that leadership and teaching energy. And so it's time for you to kind of step into that as well too. So have a plan in regards to how you're going to group teach over the next, few months as well too. Okay, so communication, product launches. I want to see product launches and group teaching. Okay, here are some things that you could do for this month. Cleanse your wallet. Cleanse your bank apps or your Monty altars. Okay. Cleanse your wallet, your bank apps, or your Monty altar if you have a money order. Okay. Create a spiritual budget. Create a spiritual budget. I'm tongue twisted. Create a spiritual budget. How can I structure my wealth for purpose? How can I structure my wealth for purpose? Now, here's the thing. I want you to say that to yourself. Okay. If you guys can repeat that to yourself, and then if you want to, in the comments, I want you to chat in the chat. How did that feel? Like, did you feel triggered in your throat chakra? Did you feel triggered in your solar plexus, your gut, your sacral, your crown, your head just went off? What chakra went off when you said that to yourself? So I want you to say to yourself, how can I structure my wealth for a purpose? How can I structure my wealth for purpose? So my throat chakra goes off when I say that, meaning that's something I'm supposed to do in regards to speaking. Okay. If anybody want to comment, I'm gonna get a few 2 minutes. How can I structure my wealth for purpose? Okay, maybe you guys will answer that and come back to it. The next one we're going to talk about is divine love contracts. Divine love contracts, okay? They are under review. So God is editing your inner circle, okay? God is currently editing your inner circle. So again, you may lose friends, lovers, family, all of that, okay? He is editing your inner circle. There could be breakouts and all of that. So just be mindful that he's clearing house. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. He's clearing house. Okay, union is near for many, but not while your counterfeits are still being entertained in the heart. Okay, so if you can still feel your your counterfeit in your heart, you need to purge your heart chakra. And if you don't know how to do it, you ask your angels to purge out the heart chakra for you. Please cleanse my heart chakra, restore my heart chakra. Okay, of any counterfeit energy, any energy that I felt was love that was not love. Okay. Um, so see love for me says she felt it in her sacral chakra. So that's womb energy where you're supposed to be creating your wealth through creativity and womb. Okay, you should be creating things like y'all getting together doing womb dances, womb cleanses, yoni steams, stuff like that. You should be creating things in your from your sacral chakra. That's where your wealth lies at, in your sacral. My wealth lies in my throat from speaking. Your head started tingling, Erica. So yours is lying, and you must be a psychic, your oracle, you're gifted here, somewhere here in the crown. You got to work with the crown here. So you should be really working with your upper chakras and above. Okay, you should be doing like messages, reading, downloads, things of that sort. And the same thing with Queen Vibes. Okay, your head is itching. So same thing with Queen Vibes. So y'all are oracles. Okay, messengers. Okay, diviners. I'm hearing diviners. Okay, so y'all connect between the divine Holy Spirit, and the earthly realm. Okay, so that's what. Yeah, that's your crown. So y'all creativity and y'all wealth comes from up there. So you have to be divinely guided in whatever it is that you're actually doing. Okay, so that's pertaining to that chakra. Wow, so two crown and one sacral. Okay. So in regards to unions, if they're not working, y'all, please let them go. If you're in relationships and they're not working, please let them go. If they're playing games with you, please let them go. Okay, please let them go. Don't miss out on your opportunity, what you have going on coming in next. Okay, so cleanse out your heart at this time. Your focus area is going to be cut all emotional cords to unavailable lovers or draining friendships. Cut all emotional cords to lovers, unavailable lovers, or draining friendship. I should have highlighted that. Okay, I really should have. Okay. Don't enter new covenants without clarity or spiritual confirmation. Don't, and covenant is not a coven or nothing like that. Covenant could be agreements. Like, don't enter in any new agreements, any situations, or anything unless you have full clarity and spiritual confirmation. Okay. C, if union is your goal, do the inner balancing work now. Okay. If union is your goal, do the inner balancing work now. Masculine and feminine energy is going to alignment is key right now. I don't know about y'all, but I do want love. I do want union with my person. Okay, and I want to build wealth with my person. That's my goal. So you guys have to do the inner work to balance out that masculine and feminine energy. It is very key. If you got masculine wounds, heal them. If you got feminine wounds, heal them. That is going to be the key right now. An action step you can take is write a closure letter to people you have not fully released. Okay. Erica said it's crazy. I just made a post yesterday about getting some ladies together and doing some grounding and letting go of energies that's draining us. Confirmation. Yes, that's what. Yes, that's it. And you're gonna help you're gonna help Erica release people from the fog here. A lot of people crown get blocked, and once they crown get blocked, all of the other chakras are blocked. So you're going to help people release energy from that fog energy from their third eye and their crown. That's what you're going to be a master at. So that's nice. Okay. All right. So I couldn't get everything on here for the action steps. So if you want to, you can write these two down. The second one is ask your guides or angels, what spiritual relationship do I need to walk away from? Okay. I'll write it in here. What spiritual relationship do I need to walk away from? Okay. And then the third one is practice sovereignty. No oversharing, no overgiving, no performing for a connection. That's sovereignty. Those are the two there, okay, that I couldn't get in. So the next one, I mean, again, I'm going to repeat it again. Ask your guides or your angels. I work with angels, okay? I do work with angels. I have a few ancestors, but I mainly work with angelic beings, okay? What spiritual relationship do I need to walk away from? And the next one is practice sovereignty. No oversharing, no overgiving, no performing for a connection. Okay, so find balance. If you're somebody that overshares with somebody, you're on the phone, you're spilling all the tea, all the business. Okay, do not overgive. This is not the season to overgive in a situation, and no performance for a connection. I feel amazing. I feel in alignment with all three of those, right? I know I do. Okay. This month, I align in truth. I choose discipline over distraction, stewardship over splurging, and clarity over connection. Every part of me that was loyal to chaos is now recalled in divine order. So I'm going to put that in the chat as well, too. This month, I align in truth. I choose discipline over distraction, stewardship over splurging, and clarity over connection. Every part of me that was loyal to chaos is now recalled to divine order. Okay. I'm going to put this month. I don't know if I can edit it. No, you can't edit it. Okay, but I'm going to pin it though. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about what we have upcoming in regards to the upcoming timeline, and then we're going to do oracle cards for each zodiac. Okay, so our upcoming timeline currently, what we have the Wounds to Divine Love class on July the 7th. Basically, if you've already healed your wounds and now you want to know how to create and build with your actual divine counterpart, how to balance out your masculine and feminine, what role are you supposed to play in a relationship, what role are they supposed to play in a relationship, how do you know if you're actually choosing your divine counterpart, the proper person to actually build with. Okay, I will cover wounds for a little bit that, maybe like, okay, I still need to work on this area of my life so I could finally come into union with my person. Okay, so that class is on July the 7th and it's $30. If you would like to purchase an additional, I think it's 50 for an additional scan of your divine love and timeline. That option is also there as well too. Hi, Kiara. Okay. The next one is going to be the Lionsgate Portal 88. That's an activation and preparation. So you can sign up for that on our website if you're interested in joining our Zoom for that there as well. Okay. So the Lionsgate Portal 88 activation preparation, huge portal event of the year. Okay. This is where Cyrus and the sun collide and they come into alignment with each other. Big activation portal. Okay. So you want to fully make sure that you're missing in your energy and you're preparing yourself. Okay. So for probably the next few weeks, I want to be talking about that and getting everybody prepared in regards to that portal event. The next one is new beginning, a new beginning of spiritual education at Seventh Harmony Place. And I forgot the T, okay. But it's Seventh Harmony Place, okay. I'm starting a new tier program next year. It's going to be 3 tiers. Tier 1 is spiritual certification. Tier 2 is going to be High Priestess certification. And Tier 3 is going to be spiritual authority certification. So those are for your high-ranking people who have contract access, Akashic access, scroll access, timeline access. That's going to be the 3rd tier. The High Priestess tier is going to be for people who perform spiritual work. You do cleansings, rituals for people, things of that sort. That's where you're working of service for people. A spiritualist level is just going to be educational, everything around spirituality. Okay, so that is my program that I'm going to be launching next year in September. I'm super excited. It will be 2 classes a month. Okay. And it is going to be tiered out. So that 3rd tier is going to be towards the end of the year. You will have the option if you want to pay for the whole year and get a full certificate. If not, you'll get partial of it. Okay. So that's another thing as well, too. If you're interested in it, we're going more into where people got to be certified, educated if you want to step into spirituality. Okay. There will be no more fraudulent people running around and just doing things and they don't have the authority to do certain things. Okay. The next thing is we have Divine Leadership. Okay. Divine Leadership Portal. This event is going to be on 10/10 in Miami, Florida. Divine Leadership Portal on 10/10 in Miami, Florida. So if you want to RSVP for that, please sign up for that. That's going to be at the Intercontinental in Miami, Florida. Okay. The next one is going to be finalizing closures in your timelines. Okay. So that's at the end. I really want you to make sure that you are finalizing. I would preferably prefer you to close out all of your contracts before the Lionsgate portal. Okay. But if you can't, please get them closed out by the end of this year. Okay. Because we got 1 more year left, I believe. Okay. Before we get fully into what we're supposed to, our role and what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. So if you need to contact me, this is my website, 7harmonyplace.com. My email is 7harmonyinfo@gmail. I will be bringing these every first of the month. So the next one will be August the 1st. I'll be doing this webinar. The services that I offer currently are soul decoding contracts. Basically, I give you all your karmic contracts, your divine love contracts, your wealth contracts, and your Akashic record, the ones that you need to close out and the ones that you need to activate that are dormant. Also, it could be spiritual gifts as well that are dormant that you need to awaken to as well. The next one that I also offer is spiritual cleanses. If you're dealing with any type of energies of entities, parasites, or anything like that, I could also do spiritual cleansings for you. And the next one is going to be Akashic soul contracts. Okay. So that's a little bit different than the soul decoding. The soul decoding is like you get a PDF. Akashic soul contract is where I don't use anything but my higher self. And I go into the Akashic field. You know, I'm on a phone or on a Zoom with you, and I go into the actual field and I pull out certain questions that you have about your soul purpose, your life, certain relationships, and timelines and stuff. The next one is going to be spiritual business blueprint. If you're saying, Tiffany, I don't even know what to even start, what to do. If you need a spiritual aligned business, it don't have to be in spirituality. You could start a gaming channel or whatever. I don't know, right? As long as it's something that is soul led and you need help with guiding into your soul led business, is this even something I'm supposed to even be doing? I can help you create a blueprint from A to Z in regards to your business. And then also mentorship available as well too. So if you need mentorship, one-on-one, you need to talk to somebody, things like that. You need, just a little structure in your life. Okay. Also that as well. And my mentor program is Great to Change. Okay. Because I don't want single appointment mentorships. I really want to work with people and see them evolve and grow. So that's Great to Change as well too. Okay. So now I'm going to get into the Zodiac messages. Okay, for each zodiac sign. We're going to start with Cancer because it's Cancer's birthday. And I'm only going to do just an oracle message off the card. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay, I never really actually worked on Zoom before, but all right. So Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, all zodiac messages for all zodiac signs. We're going to start on Cancer. Okay. How did you guys like that? This is something new that I'm doing. Do you guys like that? I was going to try to do it every month. So next time I will bring in, and I should have added the new moon on there. Okay. But next time, the first of the month, I'll do the new moon. And because the new moon now is at the end of the month. Okay. But next time I'll make sure I add in the new moon with the full moon. All right, so let's see what we got for Cancer. Oracle messages for all zodiac signs. Okay, so I'm just going to pull them off the top for all the zodiac signs. That's that deck. We're going to do the energy oracle deck, and we're going to do the star seed deck. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, it's time for us to get busy, right? All right, so let's see what we got here. Okay, all of them are shuffled up. So we're starting with Cancer. Cancer, you got indecision. Okay, so you got indecision and you also got the void out here. So indecision with void, I'm getting Cancer. It says stop, embrace the winter cosmic, great cosmic wound, indecision. So this month for you, Cancer, you are going to have to make a decision. Okay, you are going to have to make a decision. And I really feel like Cancer for you is going to be a decision around you letting go darkness. I'm going to just keep it 100 with you, okay? It's something about you having to let go of darkness, dark energy, things that are not serving you, because there's something here in the wintertime that spirit is calling or going to need you to actually create. So whatever's going on right now, they want you to stop because you could be in a void. You could be entertaining something that's not for you. This could be also affecting your money or your abundance at this time. So Spirit is asking you right now to stop and make certain decisions that are going to be of your higher self. Next for Leo. Leo, you got financial constraints and you got portals. Okay, doors are opening, you decide rewards and wild cards. So this kind of contradicts itself. You got financial constraint, but then you also have rewards, Leo. All right. So there's a portal that you're going through, but you need to decide it. And you need to maybe decide this, Leo, not from a place of financial constraints. So you could be going through something financially, but then you're also getting some type of rewards. But then it's also like an energy where I need to make a decision where it's not from my poverty mindset or it's not from starvation and stagnation. Okay, so it's like you could be getting offered something. So it's like, don't make the decision to jump on something just because of an old mindset. I'm getting switch your mindset, change your mindset, Leo. That's what I'm getting for you. Shift your mindset, change your mindset. Don't make decisions based off of an old mindset. Next is going to be Virgo. Virgo, you have angel of love, Libra energy, and you have karmic relationship. Orion's energy, polarity, soul's growth, and you got conflict here. Okay, so you could be going through a lot, Virgo, with karmic relationships. Okay, you could have a soft spot for somebody, a lot of love, a lot of deep love for somebody here. Your heart chakra could be expanding at this time. You could be working with rose quartz. Maybe you want to attract love, but you're still tied up in some type of karmic web. So for this month of July, I'm going to say for you, Virgo, is to really pay attention to closing out karmic relationship, karmic cycles, and karmic connections. Okay, so that you can get the love that you deserve. I feel like Virgo, you don't attract the love that you deserve. And it's time for you to really start attracting the love that you deserve. Okay. Hey, sister. Okay. Melrose Craft. Okay. Next is Libra. Libra. So you have Archangel Gabriel, the fifth chakra. And then you have the courageous peon, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen, Libra. Okay. So the curious peon gives me like somebody here that's like, I don't know if I want to do it if I have enough knowledge in it. You know, this gives me like you're questioning yourself. Maybe you're learning something new, but it says you're multifaceted. So I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit, Libra, in a sense where it's like your higher self knows what to do. So allow your higher self to do what it do. Okay. You're unique and let yourself be seen here. So you need to put yourself out there more. This could be in regards to speaking. Your throat chakra could be significant as well too. Archangel Gabriel could be helping you to work with your throat chakra as well too. Okay. Next is going to be Scorpio. Scorpio, something's closing out. Scorpio, you got the world and you have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. So for your month, this month, Scorpio, you're going through some type of activation. And whatever this activation is that you're going through, Scorpio, it is going to require you to close out a cycle, close out certain situation, and star bathe. Some of you need to rest. Okay, some of you need to rest like under the moonlight, under the stars. Some of you need to get into crystal gritted work. You need to go, you need an activation. I feel like Scorpio, you need an activation, or your light body is great to be activated. But I feel like it's going to be activated once you close out a cycle with somebody, Scorpio. So this month, I'm getting like kind of shaky type energy where it's time for you to like wrap something up and bring it to a close. Okay. You could be feeling like outside of the world. You could be traveling, astral traveling outside of the world. You could feel like you're not really from here. This guy is outside of the world looking at the world. He's like on this thing and he's like looking at the world. So your body may go somewhere or activate or something. Maybe your Merkaba or Merkaba is going to be activated as well too, Scorpio. Very nice. Okay. Next is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you have the thinking man, okay, air sign energy, and you have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So you, for this month of July, Sagittarius, you're going through some very, very deep, deep healing here this month. Okay, you're covered while you're going through this healing. You also have a thinking man in your energy as well too. So you could be attracted to someone that sees you as the one, or you're attracting, this could be you in your masculine energy. Maybe you're going to be thinking a lot this month. But Sagittarius, your advice for this month is going to be focused on your healing, physically and emotional healing. So there could be something going on with your body physically that you need to actually heal as well too. Very beautiful energy. Okay, so the Arcturians, you could be part of the Arcturian star seeds, or the Arcturians could be connecting or trying to connect with you. Next is Capricorn. Capricorn, so for this month, you are on a double mission. Double mission. You are a light worker, a star seed, and serve the world by you, being you. So unfortunately, not unfortunately, but fortunately, Capricorn, you're going to really have to fully understand what it means to be a light worker and a star seed this month, because you're on a mission and you got strategy. So that's what I'm saying. You have to serve the world being you. Like maybe you want to be Capricorn. This is so beautiful because I feel like you want to be a light worker, you want to be a healer, but you're also a star seed. And it's like, how do I be myself and cultivate all of this? Because it says serve the world by being you. So you could be strategizing how to be yourself, how to absorb the knowledge in your star seed energy and all of that, and still show the world that I'm going to be me. Okay, so there could be a lot integrating for you this month, Capricorn. But whatever it is, Spirit wants you to strategize with them, be strategic with Spirit and what they have aligned for you. All right, so I like that for you for the month of July. Next is going to be Aquarius. Aquarius, wow, you got the shrimp card. You could be dealing with a Leo or have Leo in your chart. It says, I remember soul plan the faded life versus the destined life. Aquarius, I remember. So, Aquarius, you're going to remember who you truly are, and you're going into your destined lives. Okay, I like that. You're going into your soul's plan, not your plan. And this is going to require some type of strength, or you have an angelic. You can be an earth angel, or you have some type of angelic energy that you're going into. Okay, you can have very protective angels and guides around you at this time. So for you, Aquarius, for this month, make sure you know what your soul plan. Do you know what your soul plan is? Make sure you know what your soul plan actually is. Okay. Check and see what plan is. What's the plan, guys? Spirit, what's the plan? Okay. And you may not know all the details to it. And that's where the angel of strength come through. It's like, going out there in faith, going out there in the flow. Okay. I like that. Next is going to be Pisces. Pisces is a child of cosmos. Pisces, you have the child of cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay, so you are a child of the cosmos, Pisces. And then you got victory, Leo energy as well. So there could be a lot going on in Leo season for you, Pisces. A lot of victories, a lot of winning here, a lot of confirmations. This is nice, Leo. I love it. I mean, Pisces. I'm saying Leo because Leo season could be significant for you. But yes, the child of cosmos. So for you, Pisces, for the month of July, I want you to focus on celebrating yourself more. Celebrate yourself more. Look at the things that you've accomplished. Look at the things that you've been victorious over. Challenge yourself more in the month of July, Pisces, and focus on your internal intelligence, not the worldly intelligence. What does the spirit say about my internal intelligence, not the outside world say about it? So this is like, I don't have to always understand the outside world, but I understand the intelligence of my soul. That's what I'm getting. And for the collective this month, oh, we got broken heart for the collective. We got Star Keeper, cosmic ancestors see the light by staying grounded. Okay. So for collectively, we are the star keepers. You could be a flame keeper, a light worker here. You're a star keeper here. And then you also got broken heart. So again, okay, collective, your heart is purging. You may cry, you may feel emotional, you may go through things this month, but remember, it's for a bigger purpose. Yeah, patience. It's for a bigger purpose. All right. So they want us to be patient this month in regards to them purging out our heart, old wounds. You could be cleansing out old wounds and stuff. You're going to be starting to feel relief. I do already. I feel like a different person. So you're going to start to feel different, maybe a shift differently. And you're just going to feel your heart to purge and you're going to become something else. I feel more calmer, more patient, more relaxed, things of that sort. So I'm super excited about that. Hope you guys enjoy your month of July. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. And again, if you need any of my contact information, it is in the description box. If you need any assistance with any of this, it's in the description box as well, too. I will chat with y'all later. Have a beautiful and blessed evening. Bye. Smooches.